Bought it for, you said $211,000, correct?
Yeah, that was the MSRP.
SL55 is going between 90 to 98,000. So
I get on the Tesla app, go to service center or whatever. They did an estimate. Why did these folks say $1,083.18 for one rim and one tire? I don't even need a tire. Bookie, keep it.
Because, of course, you guys can leave today. He's just going to go in and drive the Journey, right? The Journey has problems. He's going to continue to have the same headache in this heat with the same problems. So we can get him a good car in his name, or we can get him the car he wants and his friends.
Wondering why you can't go on trips, why you can't buy any cars, why you can't save no money, why you can't get ahead. It's because y'all can eat out every day.
Imagine working so hard, getting to a point in your life where buying your dream car at a price of $200,000 a year later becomes a $100,000 loss. That is not a car purchase. That is a very expensive lesson. We're also going to talk about how small purchases, like going out to eat every day, is costing you your wealth and taking away from your paycheck. And also how an emergency savings is important and very crucial to your survival. Welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time, my name is MJ. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for the YouTube algorithm. Watch the full video and let's get straight into it.
2022 Mercedes SL63, 8,400 miles. You bought it for, you said $211,000, correct?
Yeah, that was the MSRP, but I got a little discount, so I paid about $200K for it.
You bought this last year?
Yeah, I bought it brand new.
What are you looking to get for it?
I haven't really done any research on it at all. That was why I was asking you, like, what is what and stuff.
Do you own it outright, or is it being financed?
I financed it.
How much do you owe right now on it?
Not sure. I have to check on that. Probably maybe 140, 150.
How clean is the car? No scratches?
Oh, it's perfect.
Do you have any
Yeah,
PPF? Do you have anything that you've added to the car?
No.
SL55 is going between 90 to 98,000. So SL63, with a little less miles, they're going between 110,000 all the way up to 125,000. There's one for 117. Here's one for 105. What color is it?
It's black.
And what color is the interior?
Red.
If I was to offer you 100 grand,
I have to check. Maybe I'll call Mercedes and I'll get back to you.
so the number you have to be at is at 140, right? You're just trying to pay it off?
Yeah.
Okay. If that doesn't work, we tell people all the time that they're more than welcome to consign the car with us. So consignment means like the vehicle comes to the dealership, we'll detail it, put photos up, put it up on our platform, and then we'll come to an agreement. 20 to 125 if it sits for a while.
Okay.
If you want a quick sale, maybe 115.
Okay, cool. That works.
Sounds good, brother. Thank you very much. Let me know.
My thing is, right, the money that he lost or was willing to lose is life-changing money for anyone. Whether somebody gives it to you one time or somebody giving it to you as a salary, right? And it's sad because this is how people that make good money get smoked financially, because they're not doing it for the car. They're honestly doing it for the reaction. They want the validation. They want to look successful. And they want people to think that this person is a winner. And it's sad because the dealership knows this. They're not selling your car. They're selling a version of yourself. Here's the kicker, right? Here's a sad truth. The market doesn't care about your feelings. It doesn't matter what you paid. It doesn't care how hard you worked or how long you saved. You will lose money on these type of cars, especially if you're doing it for the wrong reasons and playing the wrong game. Now, you're the one stuck holding the difference, and you have to chase and scramble around to try to have somebody be your savior and get you out of this prison that you put yourself in. A great indicator is before making a very expensive decision, right? It's okay sometimes to have easy conversations with yourself, right? And that's important because you need to ask the questions to yourself. Can I afford it? Am I okay with losing $100,000 just to feel rich for a year? This was a flex. A very expensive flex.
I got a Tesla. The only thing I'm going to have to get fixed is the tires and the fluid, the washer fluid, thinking that's all, I would have to worry about. But one of my tires messed up. My rim is bent. So I get on the Tesla app, go to service center or whatever. They did an estimate. Why did these folks say $1,083.18 for one rim and one tire? I don't even need a tire, Bookie. Keep it. I just needed the rim. At this point, I'll bend it for $1,000. So now I have to come up here to one of these places, which is way better than I'm not going to Tesla. Elon, you lost your freaking mind thinking somebody was paying $1,000 for a tire.
I think some people believe that because they buy a certain car like a Tesla that they don't have to pay for gas no more. And maintenance is also non-existent. She's making a huge mistake because when you do these type of things, it voids the warranty. Y'all remember my Tesla friend at work? If you are day one in this channel, you've been here since day one. Shout out to you. But we talked about a friend that I work with, or a coworker that I work with, that got rid of his 2018 Honda Accord that he paid off 2025 July and thought it was okay to get a Model Y 2026 just to avoid maintenance. But he was showing me just last week that there's some sort of like a staticky thing in his radio, and they said it's gonna cost him $450. I hope she does the right thing and she takes a Tesla and she coughs up that $1,000. Stop clutching your pearls. You bought the car, go crazy and go fix it.
No one in the right mind is going to give him $40,000. He has a credit card on there for $500. He can bet. I had a referral come in from a gentleman I sold the car to on Monday. He referred his boy to me, so they came in. Whereas my customer on Monday had fairly decent credit. The person he brings to me as a referral had full credit score, so he needed to reestablish his credit. Completely understandable. He's looking for cars of this value, and his credit's allowing him to buy cars at this value. And the cash down that he's coming with only brings him up to maybe right here. On his credit, he hasn't paid anything. It's a lot of money. We don't mind. We don't care what's on the credit. We don't care who we paid or who we didn't pay. Right?
Number one, the feet on the floor, raw is crazy. I digress.
We get into the car. So if this is what he wants, we can get him what he wants. No problem. But we need his friend. If he's open to building his credit and establishing himself so he can have good credit like you and your friend, then he needs to get something regular in his name and suck it up and take the sacrifice. Rome wasn't built overnight. Your credit wasn't built overnight. My credit wasn't built overnight. Because of course, you're about to leave today. He's just going to go in and drive the journey, right? The journey has problems. He's going to continue to have the same headache in this heat with the same problems. So we can get him a good car in his name, or we can get him the car he wants in his friend's name. We can help him get a car either way. We just got to be realistic.
Me being realistic is keeping that Dodge Journey with the hot heat. Listen, you got the window. Look at me here, right? When you were a little kid, mama and pops told you to put the window down. No AC, boy. You got to do the same thing. I'm okay with that journey and dealing with that headache, right? Rather than a $20,000, $30,000 car that he's trying to finance. He's a salesman. He's playing psychology, and he's trying to make it seem like the pain versus the reward. The car is the middleman. Come get this car. I don't care. Get your friend. Get a cosigner. We'll get you that. But it is true. He seemed a little passive aggressive. But at some point, you have to be passive aggressive with low credit score buyers. Listen, they are so materialistic that they have the biggest ego, that they're very argumentative and combative. Listen, sir, you want this, but your credit score is here. You are a chihuahua at this point in your life. You know what I'm saying? And you don't need a card to work on your credit. The hardest part is doing it yourself. Get a secured card, put $200 in it, use that $200, and keep paying it. And then get something. Get like a little TJ Maxx card. Start small and then work your way up to be a big shark or a big alligator and then take over the whole ocean. But you are a guppy right now. And the saddest part is that co-signing for somebody else really destroys relationships. It destroys and burns bridges. This is a fact because that you are now legally liable as that other person. Yeah, I think we're going to just stick to ramen noodles and trying to get it out the mud a different way. We don't really need a car right now. Y'all boys eat out too much. You got to cut back on certain departments. Let's see what he has to say.
A lot of y'all make good money, but y'all sitting there wondering why you can't go on trips, why you can't buy any cars, why you can't save no money, why you can't get ahead. It's because y'all can eat out every day. That is a hidden wealth killer. Y'all doing $25 a day to eat out for breakfast and lunch. That's like $8,000 a year, bro. $8,000 a year, that's a couple of vacations. That's a paid off car. Shit, that could even be a down payment to your house. I'm telling y'all, start packing y'all food, bro.
Listen, is he lying? Negative. Comment down below what you think. Pause the video right now, comment down below. Because y'all have so much bills, so much payments, and then y'all go out to eat every single day. I think about it, $5. Because, you didn't get enough sleep last night. You were burnt out. $5. I need that little wake me up. All right. I got $5. I need a little pastry. I need energy. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of low on energy. Let me get a little sugar craving. Cheese Danish. So like $5 coffee with $3 pastry, $8. Now you got into it with your manager. Coworkers are annoying. You hungry. You get grumpy when you're hungry. So now you need Chipotle at work. $10, $12. You get guac, $13. All right? And then now you're looking at $20 right there. Now you do this for 5 days on top of grocery shopping. You see how it stacks up? It becomes a car payment. It becomes a $400 car payment. These micropayments are killing y'all. And don't get me started on the Uber Eats at work. It's crazy. When you do it at home, I don't understand it, but you're like, okay, debatable. I really don't want to argue or debate, but debatable. But then getting it at work, and then you have to tip the person? Yeah, tripping, man. These little things add up, and they become a dagger to the heart. Now I understood what your mama meant by when you told her, hey, Mom, can we get McDonald's? Can we get this? Can we get pizza? When you were younger, she told you, nah, there's food at home. You start to understand when you grew up and you got bills. Yeah, it is different now. It makes sense. And sacrifice is the biggest recipe to becoming an adult. Delayed gratification. Say no. But I do want y'all to travel. It's just it requires huge sacrifice. Cutting off Chipotle, cutting off Papa John's and Jimmy John's and keeping up with John's. If you're still here watching this video all the way through here, I got love for you, man. Like, we're friends. Thank you. Let's see what he has to say.
The reason why I say that having an emergency fund is so important. When I got fired, I didn't know I was going to get fired. I had no idea that when I went into work, that was going to be up my last day. And I had no idea that I was going to be off work for 2 years. And I had my friends that shit talk shit about me when I was saving money before I got fired. Why are you working so hard? You already got everything. You got more than most people could ever desire. And I say, yeah, you know, that may be true also, but I still need to feel
Damn,
safe.
why? Listen, coworkers have this severe problem with pocket watching. Don't look at my pockets. Worry about your savings account. Crazy world we live in.
As a man, I need to feel safe and secure that I can provide for not only but for me, but for the people that I care and love. So there's a different level there's a different standard that I hold myself to. I know I have it, but I need to know that I have it more than I actually have it. So I'm comfortable with having a 3, 6 months, or 2 years worth of my emergency funds saved up. That means that I got my rent saved up. That means that I don't have a car note, and my living expenses is super low. It only costs me $1,200 to $1,300 a month to be me. All my bills totaled up for the month. It only cost me $12. That's rent included, and I stay by myself. So as of right now, I got about maybe 15, 17 years of all my bills saved up. And I got that shuttle and the stock market, and that's growing money while I sleep. But I was so
Man,
blessed.
shout out to you, bro. You're doing everything right. Hey, more blessings to you, my man. Keep going.
Have that when I was off for that 2 years, because I had no idea that, like I said, I was gonna get fired. But I was so blessed to have that mindset as a man to say, hey, stack that shit for a rainy day. And a rainy day finally came, man. I didn't have to work. I didn't have to do anything. You know, I just had it. I had it because I was the tortoise. You always heard the story of the tortoise and the hare. The tortoise was always preparing for the winter, and the hare was down there on bullshit trying to keep up with the Joneses. That's not how the story, but that's how my story is going. But I was the tortoise, and it panned out for me in the end. So it's like I tell people, it's not if an emergency will happen in your lifetime, is when. We never know when it's coming. But we definitely know that emergency is coming in some shape, form, or fashion. So your job is to be prepared for it, even more than prepared for it. When it does decide to enter your life, you can just say, okay, and dust that shit off like it never even happened.
But that's the thing about human emotion, right? And human nature is that we're not gonna get fired. Nothing bad is gonna happen to us. I'm still young. Why would I lose my job? Listen, I've been making little funny jokes, but right now I'm dead serious because you are closer to being homeless. Some of the people that are homeless, honestly, were good people, were hardworking people. They had jobs, they had careers, they had a college degree, but because one thing went wrong in their life, whether it was a divorce that they weren't expecting, whether it was a job loss, and now they can't get back on their feet. That's the reason why it's important to save your money, stop buying BS things, and really get down to it. And it's funny because my wife, like we had these type of conversations, and she's the type of person where like she's very complacent. She always asks me like, "Why do you work so hard?" I'm like, "Hey, listen, I'll be real with you. Even if I die today, my funeral costs money, $10,000 to $15,000. So if I don't have that for you as a safety net for you, I don't want you to getting into debt to finance my funeral. You know what I mean? Use that money for your kids and for you guys to get ahead. It is important right now. Even if you are at zero right now, plan today. Today is the day where you really take things serious. Start off with saving 500, right? Start off then making 1,000 next month. Right? I know it's hard in this economy, but you still have to get through it. No fear mongering. Don't listen to the news. Don't listen to people. You know what I mean? All these news of blah, blah. It is true, but still shut that off and get to work. You have a goal. Then 3 months, then 6 months of your expenses saved. It's going to require a lot of sacrifice, a lot of cutting back, a lot of budgeting. But that budgeting word seems to be a taboo word. It seems like a word that just shuts down all the light. It's important because you are closer to a layoff than you taking the next vacation, especially in today's economy. But for real, save up, stack up, and try to equip yourself with things that will benefit you. You don't need the car. You have a paid off car, keep going. If you have a car payment right now, pay it off. Start saving. The thing is, if you have to save the most money you can while living with your parents, that is a win in my opinion. Because you can never make humans happy. Realistically speaking, you can never make humans happy. If you have money saved, they're going to say, oh yeah, all you do is work and save money. You're a weirdo. If you don't have money saved, you're broke. So keeping up with the Joneses and trying to seek validation and try to seek some sort of praise from people is a thing in the past. Save that money, get to it, and that's it. I'm going to end the video here. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know which part stood out to you the most, which part was your favorite. I really want to know you guys' thoughts, opinion, and also I really want to know where you guys are watching this video from, which country. I really want to know where this video reaches. So with that being said, be good, do good. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.